I was chatting with one of my favourite clients in the UK the other day. In fact, all my clients are my favourites, just in case anybody gets all agitated. And we were talking about the business and what he's up to, how things are going. And over the last 3 or 4 months of being together, working together on his business, we've done some great things. And he said, look, all things are going well, the sales are up and things are happening and good stuff happening. He's feeling much better about the business. And he said, but I had a statement come through from my bank, his personal bank account and also his business bank account. And he said, looking through the statement, all the ins and outs, all that sort of thing. But the bottom of the statement, he said it looked a bit different. It was unusual compared to what it had been before. I said, what do you mean it was unusual? He said, well, there were no brackets around it. I said, what do you mean there's no brackets around it? He said, well, a lot of times before, we were dipping into maybe overdraft or we weren't positive, and every time the expenses were overtaking the income, and every time it was dipping in, having to sort of subsidise this type of thing. And he said, but this time, the bank account is in the black, black ink, not red ink. There's no brackets around it. It looks very positive. And the observation he made, I thought it was very telling. Actually, it was an interesting comment, as all my clients are interesting. And he said, we've done all the hard work, and this is the last thing to happen, isn't it? I said, how do you mean the last thing? He said, well, this is a consequence of everything else we've done. So really, it's one of those challenges of business growth and development, I guess, for all of us, is that we do the systems, the training, the marketing, the sales, the team building. We do all the hard work first. We invest up front. And then at some period of time, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 months later, the benefit turns up in the bank account. The cash shows up. The profitability comes first, and then the cash turns up when people start paying. And the thing with cash flow is it's a lagging indicator. It's the last thing to happen. Easy to go for sales, easy to go for marketing, do all the activity. It looks great, all shiny and bright and glossy. But until the income in cash flow in, actually overtakes cash flow out, the balance sheet improves slightly. But when it comes into cash in the bank, it improves the bottom line for you as well. It goes into positive. And I just thought it was really interesting to have a statement, a bank statement without the brackets around it, which was encouraging. Of course, the challenge now is to keep it that way. But it's just an interesting tip, an idea that the cash flow in the business is the last thing that happens. It's all the other work you do, which can be slightly frustrating from time to time. It's not an immediate instant response. It's a lagging indicator. So sales are a leading indicator perhaps, or lead generation is a leading indicator. But the lagging indicator, and likely to be the most important one, is what happens in the bank account. Where's your cash flow? And remember that you do the hard work first, and then the cash comes later. So if you want your bank account to have no brackets around it and to be in black ink and not red ink, then keep doing the hard yards, keep doing the work up front, and the good times will come. But I thought it was an interesting conversation. So I thought I'd share that with you. Lagging indicator is cash. A leading indicator is lead generation and conversion. And just keep the faith, keep going. It will come through. You're going to be okay. Just keep doing the hard yards. So have a great week. Have a good month. And look out for the lagging indicators. Have fun for now. Take care. Bye.